Hi everyone, it's Georgie here from Her Hair, My Head. Those of you who follow me will know that I normally do these reviews in my bedroom because that's where the best light is. But I have finally caved in and I have bought a ring light so that on days like today where it's rainy and miserable, I can still make videos and hopefully you can still see the lovely pieces that I'm talking about. So today I am going to talk about this synthetic wig. And she is from Jon Renau. She's called Zara. So basically, I'm sure lots of you know this already, but Jon Renau have brought out a new collection called their Lite collection. So they've taken some of their popular wigs and they've made them, excuse me, a slightly lower, lighter density. So that essentially means that there is slightly less hair. So some of us who want a more natural look and don't want loads of volume, this is great. So there's a few things to note about this Zara compared to the normal Zara. So she's an average cap. In fact, let's talk about the cap first. She comes in an average cap. So the things that are really good about her are, so these are your ear tabs, which they are that sort of silicone PU material. So if you don't have any bio hair, they are going to help to keep the wig on your head. And then the nape also has this same PU. If you have bio hair, it still does kind of grip, but this is particularly good if you are bald and don't have any hair. So, great things about Zara, she has ear to ear lace. Which goes all the way underneath the ear tabs. So this is a really natural and realistic looking parting. Now, if like me, you have bio hair around your ears, this is slightly problematic and I will show you when I try it on. The lace has been cut, but it's quite deep. After I've done this review, I'm going to cut this lace. Again, you will see why when I put it on. So this is all lace here. Then you've got your parting is a single monofilament parting, and then the back is hand tied. So this is really comfortable and it's very natural looking when you part. You know, if the wind blows and your hair parts, it looks very natural and you don't see any kind of wefts or anything because it's hand tied. And you've got a nice stretchy cap. So I would say that this, although this is an average cap, I would say it's quite a snug fit. And one of my measurements from here to here is bigger than average, and I have a problem with where the ear tabs sit. So if you're bang on average, this is probably going to be a good fit. If you're average, maybe verging on petite, this is going to be a brilliant fit. And if you're average verging on large, this is probably going to be too tight. So I'm wearing this on the loosest setting here. These are just little sticky tabs. So I've got this on the loosest setting and it's a snug fit. I don't need to wear a wig grip or anything. So literally, I have put my bio hair into a little French plait. There's loads of different ways that you can, if you have bio hair, that you can wear your bio hair underneath your wig. So you can do French plaits or plaits. Some people like to clip the hair up or kind of twist the hair. I literally put my hair in a plait and then I just hold it, put the wig on, boom. On other wigs, I wear a wig grip because they don't feel as secure, but because of the snug fit and the fact it's hand tied, I feel very comfortable with it without anything on. So let's put it on. The other thing to note is when you have bio hair and you wear a lace front, you have to sort of faff around a bit to line it up, which I will show you. So let's put her on. So I don't know how much you can see, but I've just tucked my plait under there. Right. So I need to line her up, which is really hard to do now with the ring light because if I get too close, it blinds me. So let's just see. Right. So Zara is quite long. She's a lot of hair. I had a look to see what length she was, and from your nape, which is here, the hair is 16 inches. So I'm going to say she must be at least 20 inches, if not more, from top. So she's got long layers, but from the top to the very bottom, I'm going to say 20 inches, maybe 22. She's pretty long, but she hasn't got tons and tons of hair. She's not straggly, but she hasn't got, she's not really thick at the ends, which is quite nice. So this colour is called Hot Cocoa, and it's a sort of light brown with these very fine blonde highlights through. The code is 8RH14. So one of the things that I like about Jon Renau synthetic pieces is that their fibres are they're not too shiny, they're quite realistic looking. You have to pick your colours carefully because some of the pieces or colours that have really chunky highlights I think can look a bit less realistic, but the ones that have more natural highlights, I think they're very good compared to some of the other brands that do synthetic hair. So I know, I'm sorry I keep touching it. So you've got your lace front, which you can see I think definitely needs cutting back. Now, in pretty much all wigs, the ear tabs never sit in the exact right place for me. So normally I will buy, say I wanted to have blonde hair, I would buy a blonde wig with a root because you're always going to see my bio hair sticking out. That's just my measurement. If I wanted ear tabs that cover my bio hair exactly, I'd have to get a custom, I think. Because if I buy a large wig, although it might fit me here, it's then too big everywhere else. So this might not be a problem for you, but it's just something that I want to note. Because the lace comes all the way down onto the ear tab, it then doesn't blend with my bio hair. So what I will do is I will cut this lace shorter, but as I get to the ear tab, I'm going to cut it in really close so that I can put this behind my ear and have my bio hair out, and it's going to be less obvious that the lace is sitting on top of my bio hair. So if you have no hair, if you're completely bald, this is amazing because it's giving you a natural hairline all the way down to your ears, which is great. You can still wear this piece if you have bio hair. You just need to think about what you're going to do with these ear tabs because they also might flap up. The lace might flap a little bit. So the actual ear tab has a little tiny little metal rod in it. So you can slightly sort of bend the rod so that it sits really flat to your head. But because the lace is quite deep, it flicks up. But you can just trim that back. That's easily fixed. I don't normally wear synthetic wigs that are this long because I can find that they get a bit more tangled, and I don't like having too much hair for sort of everyday life. But I wore this on the school run this morning. I've put a post on my grid so you can see the pictures, and I sort of clipped it back in like a half up, half down, and then I put it into like a really loose, almost like a fishtail plait. And actually, I didn't find it's not too much hair for everyday life. It is long, but it's not too thick. It's that sort of perfect balance. It's not straggly, but it's not like, oh, there's so much hair. I think a lot of people maybe are put off by Zara because it is so long. And actually, you could probably trim a few inches off and it's still going to look really lovely. And for me, that gives it longevity because if it does start to get ratty at the ends, you can trim it and wear it for longer, and you can keep trimming it until it's up to here. It's really light. So I'm quite a sweaty person, and when I wear wigs, I tend not to wear wigs in summer because I just get too hot and sweaty. But this is really light on my head. I also tend to go for wefted styles to let more air in, and I've avoided hand-tied in the past because I always feel like it would make me even more hot. But hand-tied wigs are so comfortable. They're just so much more comfortable than wefted wigs, in my opinion. They are a bit more expensive because they're hand-tied, but they're more realistic and they're more comfortable, and I think this has converted me to hand-tieds now. Although in the hot summer, I'll be in my wefted wigs because it just lets a bit more air in. I think I've spoken about everything. I'm going to put all the information in the not comments, you know, the words at the bottom. Haven't had a coffee yet. And yeah, she's really nice. She's really versatile. The fact she's hand-tied means I can do like a kind of, you know, half up, half down style, and I'm not going to be worried about wefts and things showing. As I said, I'm just going to have a little fiddle with the lace and just trim it so that I can have my bio hair out. But she has got the thumbs up from me. I should just lastly say that this wig was gifted to me by Peluka Salon, so I'm a brand ambassador for them. And that basically means that I regularly get gifted toppers and wigs to review and to provide educational content. But something I wanted to just say, because I don't know if people really realise this, is with Peluka Salon, if I review a wig or a topper and I love it and I'm going to wear it all the time, then I get to keep it. But if I review something that doesn't quite work for me and I don't think I'm going to wear it, I then give it back to Peluka Salon and they then put it into their wig bank, which means that somebody else can get it for a hugely discounted price or free, and it just kind of helps people. So often people think, oh, influencers get all this free hair. But I just wanted to say that I do the majority of my reviews with Peluka Salon and I give back quite a few of the pieces, so I don't actually get them for free all the time. But I think this one is going to be a keeper because she is long enough to be glamorous, but light enough that she's great for everyday wear. Thanks for watching. Bye.